What's up, spectators? I just got back from 3 amazing days at PAX, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I didn't actually go Friday, but allow me to regale you the tale of how I met. On Friday, I met Matthew Rory from Giant Bomb. And Saturday, I met Markiplier and Wade, which was amazing. And then I saw, who was it? Then I ran into Dodger, Jontron, and then I got to see people like Captain Sparklez, and then the members from the Creatures, who would be Uber Haxer Nova, and then, sorry about that. So let's start briefly with Friday. So first, instead of going to PAX, I went to the airport to pick up my fellow Let's Player, colleague, and friend, Agent Core. And then we decided that on Friday night, we were going to go visit the Giant Bomb GameSpot beer thing they had going on, which originally was scheduled for the place called Beer Atlantic Garden. But for some reason, they decided to switch venues. I actually don't remember the details why, but they did. They had to. And we didn't know. Or until too late. We were already there. So we were sitting there going, well, the line for where it was originally supposed to be is too long. We'll just sit here and we'll go to PAX tomorrow and have a better day. And then a man sits next to me. We don't really pay attention. I didn't notice him sat next to me. And then he introduces himself and goes, are you here for PAX? And we said, no, we didn't have tickets for Friday. And then he said, oh yeah, I came in. I'm from San Francisco and I work for a website called Giant Bomb. Do you know? And in my mind, I was like, Giant? Yes? I didn't say that, but I was just, yeah, I know. And he was nice enough to buy us beers. Great guy. Amazing. That was a fun day. Fun night. So we go back home, prepare for next day, and go, ooh, I wonder what we're going to see. I wonder what games we're going to play. All the indie booths we were excited to see. Anyways, we go outside the convention center around 11 to 12, and we see a bunch of people from Razer. They were outside. We're like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Them, some Twitch people, and then I see in the corner of my eye, my heart stops for a second. I go, Agent, look! And it's Markiplier and Wade, and they're sitting there, and they're taking autographs, and they're being awesome, their usual selves right outside, so we could approach them.
Marker! Thank you.
Video!
Hi!
Yeah.
Video?
Yeah,
Why?
He has the rest of the body to him.
Yeah, this is and I get a cool picture with Mark and Wade together. And Agent was actually able to get a video done, a short video with Markiplier for one of another fellow Let's Player called False Frogs. So that was really funny and cool. He is as awesome and humble and kind as you would imagine him being from his videos. So that was really cool, fun to see. And then around 4, and then we spent 5 hours just looking at the expo floor. There were so many games. There was, the Wolfenstein area looked cool. We didn't get to, Evil Within was there next to the Bethesda area. There was Watch Dogs near the center. What?
On! Yes, it's time! Oh, I got a cramp in my face.
You deserve it. Let's go on this journey together. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Heck yeah! What's gonna happen? I'm gonna take you through here, right? When they take you through the Facebook, watch out specifics, right? But not really. And then after all that, you get to go into that 3D stuff right here. Right here.
Oh yeah!
That's my guy. Alright, when I get to
Lichdom, which was fun to see since I actually did an early access or beta let's play for that. Then we sort of went in a weird circle square around because the floor was the expo hall was so much larger than we could have imagined. We started kind of going outside and weaving in and out, trying to there were so many booths and so many just people there. We didn't know what to focus on, so we were like, let's see what's going on. So we went from the outside, which was a lot of the indie areas, would sort of come in. We saw the huge WildStar area in the center. We were really trying to push WildStar. And what else was there? There were maybe 4 MOBAs there. They had League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, Heroes of Storm, whichever the Blizzard one is. Then there was, I think it was Infinite Crisis, which has the DC Heroes. I think that's what it was. Huge lines for all of these. And then way in the back they had, I think it was Dawn Gate in the back. In any case, at around 4 p.m., after we, looked around, I was like, I want to go check out the Polaris signing. And then we go, and already the line was huge. And I was like, oh, this line, it's pretty brutal. We saw Markiplier was sitting there, Captain Sparklez, I think Jaywitz was there. A couple of people I wasn't sure of, and the creatures were in the back. And I was like, oh, this line is just way too long. I don't think we should wait. This is gonna take hours. Probably an hour. Probably would take an hour. But, so we sit in this area right in front of the table. It was open, there was no one there. We decided to just stand around, and they started sort of blocking us in with these metal poles. And we go, oh well. And then, out of nowhere, a small figure comes crawling right underneath the metal bar. And I go, and it's Dodger, and she scared the crap out of me, and I was just stunned. So the first thing I just say is, hi! And she goes, hello! And it was amazing. She was also incredibly as charismatic and cheerful as you could imagine from her videos. So that was also a great surprise. She was getting her outfit ready for the Friend Zone Live they had planned later on. You know that animal costume? I swear someone tells me that what they're called every time I bring it up. I can never remember what it's called. So a bunch of people in animal outfits, people still getting autographs from everyone, still super cool. And then around the same time, in the same little square area, Jontron comes out of nowhere. So I just instinctively go, John. And he goes, hi, nice to meet you. And we shake hands, very professional, and we end up getting a photo together. That was cool. I didn't want to bother him. He seemed busy, or I don't know. I didn't want to bother him. That was probably one of the more professional meets of a huge YouTuber that I would have expected. Let's see, and then we stood around there for another few hours actually, because we were meeting with some other people from Polaris, RPM. They were all around. We were talking with other Let's Players, and that was really cool. We just talked about games, some of the cool things we saw there. Yeah, we didn't get to play a lot of games there on that because this is Saturday and it was already almost time for the main hall to close. So let's see what happened then. And then we decided it was a great day, and that the hall was closing, everyone was leaving. But before we wanted to leave, we want to check out the second and third floor, which had that's where most of the panels were held, and they had some cool arcade rooms, a lot of people playing DSs up there. And then we decided, we're tired, let's go home, get ready to come back early for Sunday. And instead, we met with a friend who was also visiting PAX at the time, so we ended up being really tired by the time we got back. Our feet were killing us, our backs were hurting, me and Agent were just, but we gotta wake up early, we gotta get in line early. We didn't do that. We woke up something like 9 or 10, which is already too late. For, the place opens at 10 a.m. So we're just sitting on my couch, sipping coffee, just, we gotta go. We're gonna be late. We're not gonna make it. So we eventually get off our butts and go to the hall. And I thought I was done meeting all the huge YouTubers, it was Sunday, so we decided, let's get in line for a game and try and actually play. We saw Evolve, which looked really cool. Of course, the line was capped, so we didn't get to play that. Wolfenstein line was capped, didn't get to see that either. Oh, but we were on Twitter posting all these random silly photos. And I end up seeing Jesse Cox's tweet saying he was gonna stand in line for Evil Within, and I went, oh, I've seen Dodger. Let's try and see Jesse as well. This is gonna be amazing. I want to see Jesse. So I go, guys, can we drop by the Evil Within line? I just wanna, you know, see something. And he wasn't there, and I go, what are the odds? He posted it an hour ago. He's not gonna be there. So we went ahead and we're looking for another line we can go into. So we head towards Supergiant, the developer Supergiant, who did Bastion, because they had a game called Transistor, and we're like, this line isn't too long. It'll be almost an hour. We can play this. It looks pretty cool. And while we're heading there, behold, Jesse Cox comes walking right down the middle of the floor. And I go, Jesse, let's get a photo! And he was also awesome to meet. Incredibly funny, very talkative. It was fantastic. I was like, oh man, Jesse, you are also as awesome as I could have imagined. So we got a photo. Funny story, Agent knows who Jesse Cox is, but he didn't know what Jesse looked like. So he was all, who are you? And Jesse just responds casually, oh, I'm on the internet. And Agent also goes, me too. And he ends up giving Jesse his business card, where Jesse critiques it, goes, and then he actually puts it in his pocket. And then after they're gone, he's like, who was that? And I go, that's Jesse Cox. And we start laughing our butts off at that. That was amazing. Oh. So then we got in line for Transistor. We played that, which was pretty cool. The combat scene was pretty fun in that. We walk around, talk to some indie devs, looking at their games. And a lot of it was just sort of wandering around again. We went back up to the second and third floor. We didn't actually see any panels, but what a great trip. And we actually ended up afterwards seeing another Let's Player. And we ended up having dinner, and then we split up. So that was overall an amazing experience. First of all, I was just overwhelmed by how many games were at PAX. I was just, there's no way I can process all this information at once. And then I start running into these YouTubers, these huge Let's Players, commentators, entertainers, and I'm just, I don't know what to do. I was 5 feet away from so many amazing people. I didn't know what to do. And just, oh, man. I was really happy with a lot of the people I met. I can't wait for next year. Maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to go to PAX Prime, but that's probably not going to happen. So I'll have to wait again just for PAX East next year, where hopefully I can see them all again. So before I end the video, I thought I'd spend a brief minute, maybe a minute, talking about what's going on with the channel. So obviously, if you've been looking, it's nothing but Dark Souls. It's just a bunch of Dark Souls still, and I'm kind of tired of having to just having these Dark Souls unedited live stream videos coming out of nowhere. But great games are coming out soon. Watch Dogs is coming out. Murdered Soul Suspect is coming out. Dark Souls 2 is coming out. But also some interesting indie games are starting to come out, which I'm excited for. Tomorrow, I'm going to start a brand new series of a game. I can't remember what it's called. You'll see. I'll upload it. And if you guys want to see some of the pictures I put up that's, you know, not on this video, check out my Twitter. I'm sure it's in the description. I actually posted a lot of videos while I was there because it was so exciting. So, Dark Souls. I'm going to live stream the Dark Souls this weekend again. And I'm trying to record it locally because these 15-minute blocks that Twitch is trying to export them in is just, it makes too many videos. It's just too many, and it'd be so good if I can just edit some of them because it needs some refinement, I think. And I'm tired of having it just overwhelm my channel compared to all my other series that I'll do. So that's what's planned. Be excited. I'm excited. And see you guys for the indie game I have planned tomorrow. Bye!